Yeah, and like that a podcast begun, cause he answered, well, what had happened was...
One awesome thing about all of these each and every one of them won a damn Grammy.
Let me tell you the amazing part about the whole Grammy thing. Now, mind you, we're making these. I realize I say "mind you" a lot. We're making these records obviously for fun. We're not seeing any. Definitely not thinking Grammy. And I think that year, up for a Grammy nomination, and you might want to fact check it. I might be wrong. I think it was Adam Sandler. And I think Adam Sandler might even had the Hanukkah song out there, and that was huge.
Yeah.
And somebody else came out, and I remember Chris was telling me, yeah, man, we're nominated for a Grammy. We know we're not going to win. Adam Sandler's going to win. And we was all that's.
It was just a foregone conclusion.
Oh, of course, it's Adam Sandler, and he'd made a bunch of records before, and he had songs that was playing on the radio. And our album was getting mixed reviews. Some people were saying, oh man, this is funny. Some people were like, this is horrible.
Really?
Oh, what? This is not funny. Like people liked the stand-up. Stand was HBO and it was blowing up. But the record, because it was just so silly and bizarre, like Chris, if you ask Chris about this album, he's like, yeah, it sounds like a Prince Paul record. This is a Prince Paul record. It sounds like a Prince Paul record. Well, okay, I produced it, I guess, but because it's so silly.
Well, I'm looking at the Grammy nominations.
Right.
So 98, y'all got it pretty clearly in the bag.
Really?
It was Bob Newhart, Drew Carey, and Garrison Keillor, and Julia Sweeney.
Oh.
so
okay, I take it back. It must have been the second album.
Yes, it was. The Bigger and Blacker album, your competition was George Carlin,
right? Garrison
Keillor again, Carl Reiner, and Adam Sandler.
That's what it was.
Heavy competition.
It was the second one.
Right.
So the first one we didn't. You nominate, but we just don't. Who wins a Grammy for comedy? Like, what I'm saying? Except like Carl Reiner and people like. But anyway, I remember, I was in the house, chilling with the crickets in the basement, and I hear my mom going upstairs. Paul, I'm like, yeah, it's a record you did with Chris Rock called "Roll with the New," and I'm like, yeah, it won a Grammy. I was like, what?
Wow.
What? Get out of here!
Like she saw it on TV?
Yeah, she saw it on TV. Wow. I guess, it has whatever, we don't get mentioned. It's probably like on the bottom, like as a blip or something, And literally seconds later, Chris calls me, yo!
That's crazy.
We won a Grammy, man! And I'm like, that's cool. I think for 2 seconds, like, my friends and people who know me well, I don't get excited by anything. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm always like, yeah, that's cool, thanks. 2 seconds, I was like, oh my God, this is so great. And it wore off really quick. It hit me.
You couldn't really sit in it.
Nah. There's no Grammy check. It's just